Are we live?
Yes, we are.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Jump into rap shit, babe. Kick it off.
Alrighty, let's get it. All right.
hmm
Confusion occurs coming up in a cold world. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melodies. I want to live good, so shit. I sell dope for a four-finger ring. One of those gold ropes. Nana told me if I passed, I'd get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I could get the hat. That'd be dope. Tossed and turned in my sleep last night.
Woke up this morning, nigga stole my bike.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's 50 Cent
Okay.
featuring the game.
Okay.
Hate it or love it.
All right. Word.
Yeah.
Bonus
that
points for the album.
is it Get Rich or Die Trying?
Nah, good point. Good try though. It's the games album. It's documentary.
Okay.
Classic album.
Yeah. That intro is iconic.
Yeah, man. My favorite version is the Mary J. Blige version, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, but because she sings the hook. She's like, hate it or love it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shine.
And I'm gonna shine.
Fire.
Yeah,
I remember
come
hearing that on
on.
the radio in New York, man. I was like, oh my, this is so cool.
That's Mary.
It's Mary J.
That's big Mary. She make
Mary.
everything fire.
Yep.
Automatically. You hear that voice, that iconic voice, and you're just like, yep, that's MJB.
I think they had a video for that too, but the
dang.
remix. Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch that.
It's great. It's really good. It's good music. That's classic.
He opened up the line. He was like, what is it? Girl confused. My mama kissing a girl.
Yes.
I was like, oh, we going straight into it.
Yeah.
That's before the LGBTQIA plus had all them letters behind them to like
coming
really
up,
contest.
I was confused. My mama kissing the girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the cold world. This the bars in here is
oh, 50 was going
the
off.
lyrics is crazy.
50 was going off. 50 was going off. Yeah, it's a different type of time, man.
That song turns 20 this year.
You a lie.
We'll get into that a little bit later.
Oh my God, today. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's cold. Good pick, babe.
Appreciate it.
Fire. Good pick. You've been stumping me. So I was really trying to redeem myself. I was hoping it would be something I would recognize. That's cold. Welcome back, people.
What's up?
Hey.
Hopefully the audio is good. If not,
man,
sorry again.
Listen. Rolo's here to check on you guys. Hi, Rolo. You always want attention when mommy start working, okay? We don't have time for it, all right, Puddin' Pop? Okay, love you. Get down, baby. Yeah, y'all, welcome back.
What's up?
To another episode of the One Thing for Certain podcast, okay? Your favorite Mary friends. All right, and Rolo, okay, where myself, Alia King, and my husband,
Carrot King,
we talk about all the things that married people like to talk about, okay? And in case you guys didn't know what exactly that meant, it is essentially a melting pot, if you will, of subject matter and data and information that we ourselves want to disseminate and then disperse onto you, okay? We just talk about the shit we like to talk about, period. And then you guys get to listen. It sounds like a win-win to me, you know?
Unless, of course, we're boring, which, you know.
And then it's cool because at the end, we always tell you, thank you for your time and go with God. But we're not at that part yet, okay? We're welcoming you in and you're going to, and you're going to love me. Like like we're fun. And you'll see, you know, talk to the people in the comments. They're like, yeah, they're cool. They're all right. Okay.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, we're happy to be back. Sorry for last week's episode. The audio was abysmal. But you know, it is what it is sometimes. We learning, we growing. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it with our current obsessions, babe.
Yes.
Did you want to start or you want me to kick it off?
I think I started last time.
Okay, cool. Then I'll kick it off. So listen, y'all. Today's the day. Okay. And by the day, I mean, it's Dr. Martin Luther King Day. What you heard. Stop playing. Okay. Because first and foremost, it's always going to be his day.
Shout out to MLK, man.
Shout out to MLK.
Junior.
Dr. MLK Jr.
Mostly I forget that part. He is a junior.
He had a father. Okay. Who was also very much involved in civil rights. And he was a pastor and he followed in his father's footsteps.
Fun fact, I don't know if y'all know Samuel Jackson, when he went to Morehouse, him and a group of kids, somewhat kind of sort of kidnapped MLK Sr.
Oh my God.
In order to get like some student, it was some student protest
Oh,
against
was
the school.
it?
Yeah, it was.
He
Yes.
has lived 3
He's
lives.
73 or something like
Wow.
that.
Shout out to stop it, Rolo. Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson,
Hmm.
man. It's a
Yeah,
goat. Yeah, that is wild.
it's insane.
That is really a crazy story. He's got a bunch of those. But
Hmm.
yeah, it is going to be Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day
Yeah.
today. Okay, kicking off you guys' work week. And the unfortunate part about that is that somehow in some people's minds it is being eclipsed by Beelzebub himself assuming the mantle of the president of these United
Yeah.
States once again.
The Iron Throne.
He is ascending the Iron Throne. Jesus Christ. It is look at this man, y'all. Babe, you going to insert this
Oh,
this
now you
new
want
presidential portrait
the
right
presidential
here,
portrait?
and I'm not playing.
You know they have to put that in, like, what is
Babe, they
the
put them in all post
no,
offices.
but the big one that goes into I don't
Yes.
know if it's the White
It's going to
House.
go into the hall of
Yeah.
presidents and all that stuff. Like, yeah.
Oof.
Elementary school kids are going to have to see that picture. Like, I remember
Oof.
in my elementary school, when you pass the library, they have like those glass displays where they have like, the story of the month or blah, 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 or teacher of the month, or, just displays that they had in the library, like as we
Mhm.
walk past. One of those display cabinets were dedicated to the, president,
Yeah.
the president of the term. And kids are gonna have to walk past this picture. What?
Underlit and everything.
He
Got a
looks
plaque.
like he who shall not be named. Does this look like the face of a man who's going to evacuate that space in 4 years? No. He's like, I am your king now. It's
It's
really
the
happening,
face.
y'all.
It's the face of revenge. That's what I took from it. I mean, it looks very
Hmm.
similar to his mugshot that happened. I don't know if that was in 2024 or 2023 when he
Yeah, I
had to
think it
come
was
to.
2024.
Yeah, he had to come to Atlanta and take a
Yeah, he
mugshot
did.
in Fulton County.
Yep.
That was an
You remember he
infamous
made
moment.
merch about it right after?
He make merch?
He
Or
made well,
was
people made merch and then
yeah
he made merch.
yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna wear his shoe to his inauguration, his sneaker.
I don't know. They already released like a music video with
Oh my God.
Roseanne Barr and stuff too. So yeah, that is happening on the same day as MLK Day,
I'm
which
not watching
is
it. I don't know if I
I don't
can.
know if that's a good a good
It
alignment or a
doesn't
bad one. I'm not sure, but
what?
it's the fact that those two things are happening at the
I
same
feel
time.
like it's a sign of the end. Like to the commemoration of a
I don't
man
know.
who dedicated his life's work to the liberty and freedom
Hmm.
of black people in this country. And
All
at
people, but black
right, of
people,
black people
yeah,
specifically, and was working towards worker class rights and
yep,
things
poor
like that
people,
when
and
he was killed. Like the fact that on the same day of his like commemorative like honor that
yep.
we give him every year, that the man who is essentially the antithesis of that work is walking back into the White House is just it's bad juju. It's not
I
good.
think it's a sign of good versus evil. I think it's an interesting way
Yeah.
to start the 4 years, because it is something that is uh, a sign of all of what MLK did,
Yes.
you know, and all of what Trump represents. And so those two things, to me, it's more of a signification of like a clash that's gonna happen. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that he's gonna. I don't see it as an overtaking. I actually think that there's like it's an interesting power dynamic that's coming together, and we'll see how it works. Like
Mhm.
who's gonna win, because you're doing this on his day,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
hope the light, the love, the
Hmm.
legacy, the peace, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the
Unity and
respect, the unity, that he embodied, right, is still present in that space. And that I, I hope that Trump doesn't destroy our company,
yeah.
our country. Like I hope,
I feel like
I do.
I feel like for Trump, it probably is bad juju. I could see somewhere in the Republican Party, if anyone over there has any kind of like sense of like spirituality or any kind of energy
No,
like that, I would think like,
not spirits.
this is for us to come in on this day is a little weird.
No,
I
they
would
don't
think that
care
they would
nothing
they'd be like,
about
I
that
don't know
because
if
they
this
all
is a
supported him.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, no, they're good. Like their guy is back in office and they're in lockstep with him.
mm,
And I'm more scared than I was the first time that
yeah,
he entered the presidency because he has nothing to lose. He can do whatever he want. He has carte blanche over whatever. So, you know, let freedom ring.
exactly. Again, that day.
That that is my hope.
I feel like it's gonna I feel like that sets a tone in a way to like see how that's gonna that's my opinion. It's like
Hmm.
I don't see it as a eclipsing. I don't think he's eclipsing that day. I think
I
it's
hope
a
someone rides
it's a
around like playing his "I Have a Dream" speech as loud as possible around the you know what I'm saying? Like just "I have a dream" while he's like trying to make his first address, while he's
yeah.
talking about deporting millions of people.
Definitely think that's gonna be
He said day one.
yeah, that's gonna be the first thing he talks about.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I pray for our
Yeah,
country. I
man.
pray for our people.
But shout out to
But we
MLK. Y'all stop putting MLK face on these
be for
flyers,
real.
man. Why
Stop
y'all do this
playing.
every year?
Be
Chill out, bro.
respectful. Who
Come
raised
on,
you?
bro.
Y'all don't do nothing but play all day. That's why your TikTok's being taken away. That's another thing, my current stuff. That's why your TikTok is being taken away. All right. It's got well, it says that it's supposed to today is supposed to be the day.
Mm-mm. Well, if we're
Right.
yeah, by the time
By
you
the
guys
time this
see this,
airs,
it should be gone.
it should have happened on Sunday.
It's
It
gonna
should have happened yesterday.
yeah, it's gonna shutter. They're gonna
Right.
remove it from the app store. I don't know. So just
However, the ban President Biden, you know, he's clearing out his desk, honey. He about it
mhm.
her. Um,
He's trying though. He done commuted like 2,500 more people from for like small drug offenses, and he got some more loans getting rid of, and he trying to, and he left TikTok alone. That's the other thing.
that's what I was
Yeah.
getting to. He's not actually going to enforce the ban.
Mm-mm.
He's not enforcing it. So it will be up to the new incoming administration, Trump and friend them, right, to actually enforce the ban of TikTok, right?
Hmm.
Because the Supreme Court has already made their judgment that like
Go
they
away.
they don't want it, right? There's too much data that the Chinese are just collecting, okay,
Hmm.
from us, and we are willfully giving it. Don't care because we want to see them cat videos and the pimple popping videos and all of these dance challenges that we obviously don't care, right?
Yeah.
And so the Supreme Court has made a determination that they're going to ban it, but it is up to the current administration to enforce it, right? So we'll see. So y'all
We'll
keep
see.
making y'all videos, y'all keep making y'all TikToks, and there's a lot of people who make a
Yeah.
good living.
It's an entire economy over
It is
there.
an economy
Um,
that will
and we're
continue to
just
thrive
talking.
without us.
Yeah, we're just talking about the U.S. sector of
Hmm.
it, and I know that there are people trying to figure out ways to. When this first came up on whether or not they were going to ban TikTok, the one of the workarounds was to like have a U.S. entity purchase
Hmm.
the U.S. part of TikTok for X amount of money. I don't know, but that
TikTok
didn't.
said y'all ain't got the money to do that.
Yeah, it didn't fall
They
out.
laughed at us. They were like, "With what capital?"
Yeah, I was hoping that Soldier Boy would be able to muster.
Not soldier, not big soldier,
But Big Soldier said
not
he wanted
young
to buy it. I was
Draco.
like, yeah. I was like, go, Soldier, buy it.
Please, you don't
Nah.
know that it would cost billions and
Man,
billions
Soldier
of
got it,
dollars.
man. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
that's when he think he
But
don't
it's
got
gonna
it.
be interesting from like a technology side
Yeah,
because similar to when I- this was a
was
game
it
an
like
app,
Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Flappy Bird, they removed it from the App Store
Mm-hmm.
and the Google Play Store,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't get removed from your phone unless
Mm-hmm.
you removed it. So maybe that's a way that like if it's not going to be enforced, then maybe it gets removed. You can't download it
You can't
anymore.
doubt right, but you
But
can still participate and you can be
yeah,
on it. But once it gets banned, I was listening to this on NPR. The way it will work is like it won't be a complete shut off. It won't be like you
they
go
have
to
to
open
shutter
the
it.
app. Yeah, it's not like you'll be able like you open the app and it's like this no longer exists or anything like that. It will just slowly degrade. Kind of like how your iPhones, like after about 2 or 3 years of being used,
Or
which they
just
got sued
phones. You don't
for,
have to just put that on iPhones, but
iPhones, it like slowly starts to like break down, and because the support and the updates and things like that are no longer being administered,
mm,
so it will slowly just atrophy
yeah, it'll die.
essentially, and within a few months the app will no longer be functional.
So it's gonna be a slow death like Voldemort. And he just like withered away,
Come on.
like this,
With the
just turned into
Horcruxes.
leaves.
One at a time, these Horcruxes are just going to get eliminated, and then
That's unfortunate.
it's going to be out of here, man. Child. Y'all gonna
Yeah,
have to do
man.
y'all dances back on Instagram. Y'all owe Instagram an apology, okay? Because y'all gonna be coming back like, baby, I'm sorry. Like,
I
I
mean,
didn't
there's
mean
gonna
for
be an
you.
interesting gap left because there's also a lot of other social media
Who are
sites.
trying to
Twitter is gonna be interesting. There's a few now, and maybe the monopoly that Facebook has on social media platforms will be challenged in the year of 2025 to some degree because you have Blue Sky, Cloud 8, or whatever that's called,
True.
Fanbase.
I'm not doing it.
Shout out to Fanbase. And other apps.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out because people are going to want to look for something similar to TikTok.
Yes, they're going to see the gap in the market,
know.
and obviously they're going to create something that can supplement.
What seems clear is that the idea that Instagram people are just going to go back to Instagram.
Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
It doesn't because the it's not it doesn't give the same like type of usage of what people are trying to do.
You don't think they'll just change how long your reels can be?
They tried. They've been competing against TikTok from the moment TikTok landed over here.
But when it's not there anymore and people don't have a choice, they're going to go to the next closest thing.
Yeah, so
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see
It'll
for
be interesting
sure.
to see.
It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. But yeah, I think. Oh, last but not least, shout out to all the Black Red Letter organizations.
yes.
That's Founders Day
Yes.
this past week.
Yeah, so
Yes, shout out to all of my deltas. Okay, J13, you already know what it is. Yes, oops, all my sorors. Shout out to the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Okay, shout out to the men of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity
Absolutely.
Incorporated.
Shout out to the Sigmas.
Yep, right. Shout out to the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
All the J's, all the J's,
all the J's, the J5, the J13, the J15. You know what I'm saying? The J20, J22.
all the Howard babies.
That's right.
We all Howard babies. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I mean, yeah. So
most of us. But shout out to all of the Black Red Letter organizations whose founders they just passed. Okay, that's it. Those were my current obsessions. It's an amalgamation of things. But yeah,
cool.
What about you, babe? What's been on your mind?
So, my current obsession is actually songs that turn. So it's the year 2025. It's still in January, and there are a few songs as we all age that have turned 20.
Come on,
that are very interesting.
Let me get my cane out. Good.
So
Let me get my crutches.
I have a list here, and I'll give credit to Rap Marathon.
Okay.
The Instagram page. They put it up. So we got 10 songs that have turned 20. That they highlighted. Hustler Music by Lil Wayne is 20 years old.
Young Weezy got that hustler music. Young Weezy got that hustler music. Ride to it, y'all. Okay. All right. I can believe that. That don't make me feel too old. I can believe that.
Wayne has some of the best dreads in the business, boy.
Oh my goodness. And now they are just holding on one follicle at a time.
Here's another one. So that was number one. Number two. Stay Fly, 3 6 Mafia turns 20.
Stay fly. Yeah. Shout out to 3 6 Mafia. They won an Oscar.
Yeah, they did.
For Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, they did. Was it also a Grammy? I think it was a Grammy.
No, they won an Oscar for Best Original Music, I think. For Hustle and Flow.
Oscar 3 6.
And I think it's from the album like Barely Known or like
they sure did.
I told you. I remember. I was like, what? Yeah.
For Best Original Song.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I told you.
About that. Yeah, and they got the picture of them on stage.
Yes. They couldn't believe it. Like, what?
So funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to 3 6 Mafia, man.
Shout out to 3 6
Damn, they had John Singleton stood up immediately when they won.
Come on.
Shout out to John Singleton.
Shout out to John Singleton.
So that's number 2.
Yes. Okay.
Rodin, Chamillionaire.
Not Chamillionaire.
That's not how you say it? No, it's not. It's Chamillionaire.
It's Chamillionaire.
Is it Chamillionaire?
Yeah.
That's not how you spell that. There's another rapper from rap shit named Chamillionaire, and she spells with a K. K-A-L-M.
No, his name is Chamillionaire.
Is it?
Yes.
Y'all let me know if I'm bugging.
Y'all tell him in the comments that it's pronounced
Chamillionaire. Illionaire.
I know how it's spelled, babe. It's not your millionaire. It's chameleonaire.
Why would a black man name himself Chameleonaire? Anyway,
He made his money in dip.
yeah, he did.
Isn't he like a
In
venture
tech.
capitalist?
He's in like
now?
tech. He's doing just fine.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Shout out to Chameleonaire.
Number 4, we did this for rap shit. Hate it or love it. 50 Cent.
Okay,
featuring The
okay,
Game.
yep, okay. 20 years.
Yep.
All right.
Touch the Sky. Kanye West. It's 20 years old.
Hold on. That's the sign. Looking extra fly. To the day I die. I'ma touch the sky.
Yeah.
I'ma touch the sky, baby girl. Oh my gosh.
20 years old.
Wow.
That's number 5 out of 10. Number 6, Soul Survivor, Jeezy. Soul Survivor. That's
Come on. With
Akon.
Akon?
When Akon was running it
What?
down.
Boy.
Him and T-Pain.
Akon was racking them up. He was a feature god for a minute. Him
Shout
and
out
T-Pain,
to-
like you said, him and T-Pain.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Jeezy.
I'm a soul survivor. Shout out to Jeezy for sure.
I don't know if you would know this one. Number
Okay.
7, Beanie Siegel. Feel It in the Air. I can feel it in the air. Dun, dun, dun. Rap song. It's like a B cut. rap song.
Okay.
One of his biggest songs. But
Okay.
I love that song.
Fire.
Sitting Sideways, Paul Wall.
Okay, shout out to Paul Wall. Boys in the days, sitting sideways. Yeah, that man did an interview on Breakfast Club recently. He said his father was a pedophile.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
That was insane. Him talking about like his story and growing up in that environment was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's insane.
It was nuts.
It's insane.
Woo.
And he's still making grills, from what I understand. So shout out to Paul Wall.
Wow.
Speaking of that, still tipping, Mike Jones.
Ooh, Mike Jones tipping on fofos.
Yep.
Yeah, man, the South had a minute, boy. I'm telling you,
Houston had a minute.
man. Back when like Chopped and Screwed, like that sound came forward, I was like, what is that?
UGK was popping crazy. Yeah.
Bun
And
B.
last but not least,
Come
probably
on.
this should be number 1, maybe number 2 for under hustler music.
Okay.
Let Me Hold You, Bow Wow.
Ha! Not 20.
20 years old.
That got me.
20
all the
years
rest
old,
of
bro.
my believe is 20.
05, man.
That in my mind.
I don't think that song gets enough credit.
Huh.
That song might be one of the top
Let me tell you something.
R&B songs of all
Omarion, get a
time.
picture of him right here. Omarion had that same beanie on right there, and I knew I was gonna marry his short ass. You hear me?
500,000 other women
Oh God, Omarion.
of all ages.
Oh my goodness, them damn beads that
I was
Bow Wow
hating. I
had in
was
them
hating back then.
damn.
I wanted braids so
He
bad,
was so
bro.
skinny. Looking back at that video, we thought he was so fine, and this boy was so tiny.
And short.
He was just
The
like
both of them.
his little arms. But man, that was a bop. That was a bop. If you didn't fall in love to that song, you wasn't living.
Yeah, that's
You know there was a little big forehead girl in your class that you wanted to sing that song to, boy. Are you joking?
Shout out to the big forehead
Let
girls
me
with the
hold you.
baby fat jackets and
If y'all don't give Bow Wow credit for
Nothing
nothing the
else.
fuck else, y'all gonna
Gotta give him
shut up
credit
and
for
give
that
him
song.
credit for Let Me Hold You.
yeah, that song
That-
is
The Luther
something
Vandross sample was incredible.
incredible. Shout
Whoever
out to
produced that was crazy.
So Def. You know JD, man. It's JD's Jermaine Dupri, man. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri.
So with his little
I
ass.
think he might have wrote it too.
So
if I'm not
he used to
mistaken.
write all of Bow Wow stuff.
Yeah, he might have wrote that. Well, it's probably a cold.
Yeah, there was a
situation.
moment. Yeah, when he
'cause
was
Omarion is
younger,
in there,
when he
you
was
know.
younger, he wrote all of his rhymes, and then
Yeah.
as he got older, he started to write his own
But fire
stuff.
song,
But
bro.
yeah,
I mean,
woo!
you know, and it's interesting to have something like that too, because
in the game when you cry, wanna
Yeah.
feel your pain, no secrets, no game. Boy, you better quit playing.
yeah, you look
I'll
at
watch
like,
that video right now.
having hooks and stuff. I feel like for So Def back then, you know,
Oh,
it was
So
always
Def had a chokehold on the
it,
game.
it was he relied heavily on Jagged Edge too, and so it was cool. It's now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of cool. You have Omarion and Bow Wow, and Marion's obviously the singer, but
Yes.
he's not really singing. Like the hook is, they figured out a hook that doesn't even need to have.
It's just,
any-
it's slightly melodic because
Yeah.
Omarion is quiet as it's kept.
Come on.
He had a good run for someone who to me cannot sing.
Talk
And
about
let
it.
me tell you
And
something.
this is not the verses talking.
No, it's not.
Mario exposed everybody.
Oh, he
Mario
said y'all
exposed
niggas
like
sound
4 people.
crazy. Oh
Exposed
yeah,
everybody.
there was a gaggle of niggas on stage trying to outsing Mario, and they had nothing for
Nothing for him.
him. They had nothing for him. That nigga brought his brother on stage, Orion, to eat some watermelons. It was so cringe. It was so random and stupid. But this man had bops,
Yeah, he
okay?
did. He did.
Icebox
Icebox was
Huh.
crazy.
with
Touch.
Timberland,
Come on,
touch.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on,
I'll
man.
let you be lieutenant if you let me be captain. Remember that song? Come on.
And then you got served and all this other stuff.
I mean,
it's
he
just,
had a run. He had a
He
run
did.
for someone whose vocal capabilities are not that strong. You know
after
what I mean?
B2K.
After B2K, after Pandemonium B2K, you got served B2K,
Who are they
World
signed to?
Tour B2K. You understand me?
Yeah.
These men were making money and they had but they still doing millennium tours because
Yeah.
we can't let go.
Yeah,
All of us teenage girls, you know, millennial teenage girls who were 10 to 15, 16 during the time where they were
Mhm.
popular, we still giving them our money.
I heard the commercial for for the Millennium Tour that was coming in 2025, and I was like, huh, I never thought that I thought that tour was like a one-off when they did it.
No.
I guess they're gonna do it every year, which is
They've
fine.
been doing it for
I think
years.
they've earned it. I think
Man,
they've
back
earned
when Chris
to-
Brown used to be on them things.
Oh no, it was
Chris
Chris
Brown has ascended
yeah,
far back. I
the
don't
man
think
just
he's
performed
done
in Africa two shows,
sold out in like the
90,000 people.
biggest stadium they got in Nigeria.
Yeah, 90,000 people. Like crazy.
He took over all of Lagos or whatever. Like
Mhm.
he killed it, bodied it.
B2K was signed to Epic.
Come
That's
on,
interesting.
man.
Anyway,
Come on, man. That's a good one. That holds you down. That's 20?
20 years old.
I know,
05,
believe
man.
it. Shit.
05. I was in 8th grade. 06, I went to the high school. It's perfect. What a time.
Second semester of 9th grade.
Ah.
Yeah. What a time.
What a time. Bro.
What a time.
But that was my current
There was
session.
no social media back
I
then.
saw that list and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Fire,
That's a good
man.
one. That was fire, babe.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Okay. So we have a are we in like or love. Okay. So we've actually never talked about this show. But it is entering into its final season, the 3rd season of Harlem.
Harlem on Prime, man.
Harlem on Prime. When does it air?
The 23rd.
Okay. So
January.
it's coming in a couple of days. Yeah, man. So is it a like or love? We watched the first 2 seasons of the show a while ago.
Yes.
Actually before we started the podcast, which is why I think it never made it onto this segment. But I'm gonna speak for myself. I am highly anticipating this 3rd season. I can't wait. I am so heartbroken that this is the final season of the show.
They could have had 4.
They could have gone 4.
But and we're gonna talk about it. Black shows.
Come on.
Okay, someone had brought this up on Instagram, and it's true, and Twitter, and it kind of bubbled a little bit, but it phased out because something about TV shows, they don't always, unless it's like Abbott, everyone would like raise hell.
You want to see? I tear up this whole set. I tear it up. I'm knocking over. I bought every single last one of these things. I'm knocking them over. Y'all cancel Abbott Elementary. Look at me. I'm not playing. Single me out. Y'all cancel it if you want to. Y'all gonna have to start this writer strike all the way to fuck over again.
That's a 15-year show.
It is. It needs to get just as many seasons as The Office did.
Yeah, you can't Blackish that show.
Stop.
Because Blackish got canceled.
At season 5.
Yeah. So it's interesting to have these shows that are originals on these platforms. Yeah. And they only get but so much time. Lovecraft Country was a highly successful show. Black show, Black history, magic, all of it. It had all of this stuff.
What's the
canceled?
What's the one with Regina King?
Oh shoot, Watchmen.
Watchmen,
again.
Y'all should be shamed of yourself for canceling. Shamed of yourself for canceling Watchmen. And that was incredible.
Watchmen came. It was so prematurely canceled. Max wasn't out yet. Max, the streaming service Max wasn't a thing. At least I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
And so it would have fit right
into it.
I don't know. Lovecraft Country too, because that was on HBO.
Fools.
I don't know.
Fools.
It's not
Fools,
right.
bring him back and put Jonathan Majors back in there. Put him right back where he was before. I know he died. Okay, I know. Resurrect him.
Yeah.
Put him back.
Yeah.
He ain't even hit that girl. Give that man his jobs back.
No,
Stop. Enough.
It's enough.
Enough.
It's enough.
You punished him. Okay, we get it. He's not going to be
Kang.
Kang.
And a part of Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He don't. Okay. Fine.
He don't gotta do that. But give the man. He's an incredible actor.
Yes. Yes.
He's phenomenal, and he's married. He learned his lesson. He's not gonna mess with white women no more.
Yeah, and all of them are weird. You know what I'm saying? All of them type of actors.
At the end
are
of the
weird.
day,
It's
they
okay.
theater kids.
Yeah, they theater kids, bro.
Leave him be.
That's the
He
thing.
learned
Oh,
his
he's
lesson.
a weird kid. He's like, he's weird.
That's why he's so damn good at his job.
Everybody can't be Denzel, bro.
And he went and got the finest black woman he could find. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
He found his Coretta. Lord, they drug him for that. Come on now, they drug him. But yes, no, I absolutely tangent. Absolutely love Harlem.
Black shows, y'all gotta
Black
chill,
shows,
bro.
get it together.
Y'all have to let them breathe like
After
these other shows.
the success of Insecure, like why
6
don't y'all
seasons.
like look 5?
5?
Mhm.
5 seasons.
Yeah,
Okay.
5. Like quit playing.
Yeah.
Quit playing.
If the New Girl and Girls and all these other shows,
what's that little girl in Paris or whatever? All them stupid
Yeah,
shows.
Emily in Paris.
Yeah,
Come on,
like
bro.
why are y'all
Stop.
acting like there isn't a demand and isn't an interest and the quality? Okay, so let's just talk about, because I don't want to ruin it for y'all. I really do want everybody who calls themselves a follower of this platform. Y'all know we talk about black shit all the time. We a black couple.
Period.
We love black love. We love
Period.
black things.
Period.
I'm wearing all black. Okay. We a part of Greek letter organization. Like, be for real. We black. There's a black lady up there. Everything black. We might everything sepia tone on the YouTube page. Let's not do this.
That ain't changing. So if you don't
It's
like
not. Go with God.
all right.
But what I'm gonna tell y'all is everybody needs to go and watch this show, because one
good.
is shot in Harlem.
It
For
is.
real, for real. Not parts of Atlanta that they saying is Harlem, actually Harlem.
Yeah, the brownstones is there.
The Brownstones are there. It's beautiful. All black cast. Whoopi Goldberg, Megan Good.
Yes.
Let
Tyler Lepley.
Right. Run through the whole cast list.
Boo
Like,
Boo Kitty from
not Boo Boo Kitty.
from,
Her name is Grace Briars. Okay,
from Empire.
From Empire. All right, Shaniqua Shandai,
Mhm.
Jasmine Guy. Okay,
Mhm.
from A Different World.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? An incredible cast. Rachel True, who was a part of she was a part of one of them sitcoms,
Wasn't
like
she a part of Different World
One-on-One
too?
or
She
but one of them. But it's an incredible story.
half and half.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Incredible story about, 4 women who are all best friends, met in college. Now they are, grown ass women, firmly in their 30s and their mid 30s, trying to figure out life, which we resonate with because that's exactly where we at. You know what I'm saying? And talking about their dating lives and their relationships and the very vast chasm that is like their career paths at the
Mhm.
moment. There's one of their
They're all at at an intersection.
at major crossroads in their own
Yeah.
careers, right? So the character Jerry Johnson, who plays Ty, she is basically the owner and creator of like this incredibly popular queer dating
I think
platform.
it's called Q.
Right,
Yeah.
which is taking off. So she's making money. The main character, Camille, played by Megan Good, the Megan Good baby,
Mhm.
is going to make you gag with every single scene, because every time when you remember that this woman is 43 years old and she looks better than you ever looked in any part of your life. Like I said, if I didn't love her so much, I'd hate her. If I didn't love that woman so much, I'd hate her. Okay.
Her hairstyles are crazy too, brother. Anyway.
There is nothing on her that declines. Nothing. Okay. She plays Camille, who is a professor at Columbia University, who specializes in different cultures and their dating norms and things like that. But her in her own dating life is abysmal. Okay. It is crazy. Her ex spontaneously comes back in her life, who is played by Tyler Lepley. If you guys don't know who that is, he also plays Diamond off of P-Valley. Also, we gonna talk about that show.
The fine light skin N-word that y'all like so much.
Him. Y'all know.
I put him up here.
Let me tell you something. This cast, gorgeous.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, just look at all of the beautiful brown people that's on there, okay? But yeah, it's an incredible cast, really cool, an interesting and dramatic and problematic and toxic relationship
Yes.
between Megan Good and Ian. Who is her ex, her other really close friend, Angie, who is like a struggling singer who,
Yes.
had a record deal, fell apart. Now
Hmm.
she's, living on the couch of their other friend.
And she's into acting. She's trying to get
Yes,
into theater.
yes,
So
yes. And last but not least, Quinn, who is
Boo Boo Kitty from Empire.
Boo Boo Kitty from Empire, okay. She is also like kind of a struggling entrepreneur, but she's a trust fund baby. Like she
Yeah.
has her own
Fashion designer.
fashion designer. She has her own boutique, but that kind of stuff is really difficult.
Yeah.
But she is being just completely funded and taken care of by her very wealthy parents,
Yes.
which I love to see. I want to see trust fund babies that are Black trying
Un-
to figure it out.
until
Un-
it gets a little like, you know, we all say we want that, and then you realize that your kid is kind of you think
you
that your
think,
kid is kind of dicking around. So
yeah.
that's what she's having to deal with.
Yeah, especially because she wasn't always struggling like that,
Right.
right?
She was actually a VP at some place.
Huge law firm or something like that.
Yeah.
Threw it all away because she had the option to.
Yep.
But anyway, incredible show,
It's
beautiful
great.
friendship between these four beautiful, dynamic women, and navigating like their friendship, their love lives, and you know just what they're going through, and it's fantastic. I love it. I'm so sad that that is coming to an end. I really am.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I love it too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's always good to see. I guess maybe it's an age group thing. I don't know,
Maybe.
but the time and place in their life is really cool to see friends. I mean, we just got finished watching the whole kind of Best Man series and stuff,
Yeah, we did
and
do a deep
so
dive back into that.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's really dope to see Black people have camaraderie amongst each other in a way that they just stay around each other. They
They
stay
are a
close.
village.
Yeah, which also took place in New York too.
That's
The
right.
whole thing. So
Mhm.
they're just going through life together and trying to figure it out together.
Mhm.
So I love it.
I
I
love it
love watching it.
too.
Like
Yeah, and like I said, like we were saying, like there's something about it that resonates with us so much because, we're in that age group. We're in, that really pivotal time in your life where you're like, I want my next move to be my best move. I'm trying to figure out life. I'm trying to figure out love. I'm grown, so I should have it together now, but there's a part of me that feel like I don't,
hmm
I want to go after my dreams, or, should I play it safe, or should I take this risk?
but also trying to keep
Keep
like
your
the
friends
friends together. It's
together.
hard to do
Yeah,
though. To
having friend groups, who become your family, who become your village, who become your network, who
yeah,
become, your support system, like really leaning on them and making space and grace for the stuff that they have going on in their life.
yeah,
It's fire. It's a love. Go
it's
check
cool.
it out. Go see it on Amazon Prime. Harlem, final season. Binge
Final
the whole
season,
thing.
man.
Okay. Binge it. Binge it. All right. So we have um a member win. So speaking of Harlem and the toxicity that is Ian and Camille's relationship, okay? So I'll
hmm
I'll give you guys one itty bitty spoiler, right? So Ian and Camille, they were in a very long-term relationship, head over heels. They knew that they were going to be each other's person. Something happens in the relationship in which that the relationship came to an end, and the reason why it's like so shocking to Camille's life, who has a very clear idea of who she's going to be. Like she has a plan, like to a T. She knows what she's going to do. Um, he comes back into her life, and then it throws her off her
hmm
square. You know how people like, oh, don't let nobody like take you off your square or tilt your crown. He
Man.
smacked the crown off her head, kicked the square from up underneath her. Baby is disheveled. She don't know up from down right now
hmm
because this man walked back into her life and she had no idea,
hmm
and was not expecting it at all. Um, and so, they show how hard she took that breakup. And, in the second season, they show how hard he took the breakup, right?
Yeah,
Because it
yeah,
wasn't a one-sided thing. It was
yeah,
like how it happened was wild. And in my opinion, it was it was Camille's fault. Like
yeah.
how it
She
happened.
bugged out.
She
She panicked.
she
She
panicked. She
panicked.
panicked. She panicked.
She panicked. He
And
didn't
she
do one thing, and then she was like, "Well, what if that mean if?"
she is a classic overthinker. She's a classic overthinker, and she bugged out and she bailed, bro.
I can
So
relate. It's fine.
yup. It happens.
Uh,
It happens.
it happens, man.
And so it made me think, do you remember the worst breakup you've ever had or ever witnessed somebody have?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've had in my mind. I think I've had a few
Like
because
bad breakups?
yeah, that impacted me. I don't know.
Mm,
You know, I never. Okay, I'll say I never had the opportunity to fully understand how bad it was to the other person
okay.
for whatever reason.
Mm,
I may have gotten a glimpse into one, but it didn't seem as much of a big deal
really?
for some
Okay.
on the other side.
So
But for
you felt
me,
like you were falling apart, but the other person was cool?
yeah,
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I feel like everybody kind of feels that way. Unless
Really?
you're the person that did the breaking up or you were the person who like was foul. If you have ever been broken up with, it always kind of feels like you're getting the shit end of the stick. But maybe maybe there's people who feel like they broke up with the person and they look back and they're like, I regret it. Why? What did I do? How could
Mm.
I? Um, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I could. I mean, I'm not gonna give any like details to it, but I know I can describe how I felt. I think that may if you do feel something,
Mhm.
I think that's something most people can relate to how it happens. It's like your stomach hurts, you can't eat, you don't want to get out of bed.
Breakups fucking suck.
Breakups are terrible, man. Like,
Oh my
and I'm
god.
not gonna sit here like as a guy. I know there's this depiction of like fuck that bitch, she yeah, whatever,
Fuck
nigga. Just
that
gonna
bitch.
play 2K and just get over it. I'll find another one. I
Yeah.
am not that guy. Never was.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
I have a little bit more emotion to me, a little bit more sensitivity to me. So, and I actually care. So
Yeah.
when something like that happens, even if it's in the brief lapses of time in my life where I was like kind of talking to somebody and then it stopped happening, and
Yeah.
then even with that,
You feel bad.
I feel bad. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
shit, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and so
Which is crazy because when you're dating, that's literally the game. Like you're talking to multiple
yeah,
people at the same time. Obviously, they don't know about each other because the intention is never to hurt that person's feeling or to make them feel like they're an option.
mm-hmm,
But be for real, like I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
like, yeah, for somebody who's a bit more like empathetic, it's difficult.
Yeah. So, yeah, it sucks. I think the way that I tried to deal with it, like even with like high school,
Mm.
um, actually exactly that, on Modern Warfare every day. Like, I'm in my room.
Or like
I'm just
rewatching old episodes of something you absolutely
rewatching old
love.
episodes of something that is like a safe space for me, just binging
Mhm.
the hell out of it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm trying my best not to think about it, but
It's
it's the only thing
impossible.
you can think about. You wake up with it, you go to sleep with it, you eat with it. If you can eat, is the things that you love to eat don't taste the same. It's like,
Fuck.
damn, bro,
Heartbreak
like
is ass,
it
bro.
sucks.
Oh my god.
It
I've
sucks.
I've experienced one really bad breakup and seen someone go through one really bad breakup. So I give a
Seen someone go through a bad breakup.
yeah, I've seen some people be like,
Mm.
you gotta bathe, baby.
Oh,
You know, let me see. So for me, a bad breakup was like one of my relationships, like from high school transitioning into college kind of thing. Um, I probably talked about it a little bit before,
I think
but
so.
like
Yeah.
old friend turned like romantic
Mm-hmm.
partner, and just, things not going right for whatever reason, shit falling apart. And just like being like, why did I fucking waste my time? So now now I don't have my best friend and I'm single, like because of
Mm.
this stupid situation, just like, but burying myself in my work and being fine on the other end, like hearing from, his friends or like our old mutual friends, because the part that was so fucked up about that breakup is like, not only did I lose my best friend, not only did I end up single, but I also, like, he got the friends in the divorce kind of thing because they all went to the same school. I was the only one who didn't go to that school or like wasn't in the same area as them to like hang out constantly. So like I remember even trying to like be cool, after the breakup, and like shit feeling weird around like our group of friends or what was our group of friends afterwards, and
Mm.
just feeling hard, like shit.
Mm.
Like literally being in a room of all of them and like everyone ignoring me and like not talking to me and just like talking around me kind of thing. Like I was officially on the outside of that group because of what happened to us.
Mm.
You know, it was shit. It was horrible. But then, after some of that cleared up and like
Oh, I have
talking
experienced
to somebody, who was privy to his side of the breakup, they were like, Alia, he was literally crying in his sleep. Like it was
it
terrible.
sucks, man.
It was horrible. We could not get this guy like out of bed. And then even when he was in another relationship, we were all just like, bro, you just tried to find the closest thing to her possible, and it was pathetic to watch. Yeah, it was weird. But that's not even like the worst one. Like I had a friend who you know, her and this person was off and on again for a while, right? I personally wasn't a huge fan of the relationship, but who am I, right? We done talked about when your friend, has a spouse that you don't care for, you just gotta support them and love them and rub their back and wipe their tears and just hope that they'll see the light of day. But finally, it happened and they broke up. I had a front row seat to this fucking debacle. I'm talking about
It's high
showing
school
up.
too.
No, college. Showing up at their doorstep, signs, playing songs outside,
Yeah.
trying to pull up, knocking on my door because they're there, demanding to speak to them. Bro, leave. Like it was like enough. Like you are down bad. Why you out here all night in front of Shorty doorstep, bro? With
Yeah.
signs.
I mean, but what's so funny about that though? Like
Get up.
how it's so interesting from like the male perspective, because if you experience a breakup, let's say it's your fault, or you perceive it as your fault, or it is really your fault, and you want that person back. The romanticism of like women is this idea of like, well, prove it to me that you like,
Yes.
show put the effort
That's right.
forward to try to get me back, because I
Woo me.
was wronged.
You
right?
fucked up.
So let me try to get
Grovel.
right.
Sing tank.
So why is so you do that, but then you
Yep.
get called lame, you get called a simp, you get called like I ain't gonna lie, I think even in uh early on in Twitter, I had a disagreement with the ex or something like that. This is in high school, I think. And I kind of crashed out on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie, like I was tweeting crazy.
You're so fucking funny.
I crashed out on Twitter. I set off like 4 of them things. I said, and it was my best friend that had to DM me. He was like, "Yo, chill, bro.
Now, you sound stupid. You sound crazy as
He was
fuck out
honest with me. He's
here.
like, "Yo, what are you doing?
You sound stupid as
You
hell.
need to relax."
We can see this.
Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, let me chill out.
Cool it, bro. 4 in a row.
I sent out 4 in a row, bro. It
Yo,
was
hey,
all subs.
yo,
It was all subs. I was
no
like,
names.
no
Your
names.
thumbs
I
was
just
aching.
feel like,
I just feel like.
Yeah. I was wilding.
When you get that, I just feel like.
But then at the same time, it's just like, aren't you supposed to?
See, yeah.
If I'm supposed to try, do you want me to try to get you back or nah?
Yeah. There are definitely some women who want to see the crash out. Like if you're not bugging over me, if you're not pulling up on me, if you're not like doing all of the things, if you're not trying to see where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Then like somebody else will. Somebody else will be checking for me and seeing where I'm at,
I
because
just don't.
y'all know what y'all doing when y'all put on y'all stories and y'all dressing up and you getting your body right and all that stuff. You know it's a revenge body. You know it's a revenge glow up, and you wanna stun on your ex. However, in this particular situation with my friend witnessing this breakup and how her ex was dealing with it afterwards, it's like this is like the fifth time.
Fifth time they broke up.
Yes, fifth, sixth time they've broken up, and he's gone through these
Mm-hmm.
lengths. He's just gotten more. It's just gotten worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Like the efforts have been getting bigger and bigger, but it's little too late now, because it's like, how many times do you do that before somebody realizes that this is all a ploy? Like these are things that you do in an effort to keep me where you want me.
So does that make it? So now it's lame.
Of course,
Okay.
because it's old. Because when you do those huge professions of like love and, oh, I'm a changed person, you got about one or two of those in your pocket before somebody's just like, oh no, this is another manipulative tack that you use just so you can say you're sorry and go back to doing the same bullshit you were doing before. Because if I feel, neglected in our relationship, or if I feel as though you're somebody who always makes it about you, there's never any space for me. And the only way that you can do that is by love bombing me. That's a form of manipulation. That is a form of emotional abuse, to pretend as if you're changing, but know damn well that you're not, to play to that person's heartstrings. Because who doesn't want to read their ex for filth, build up the courage to break up with them, and then walk away like, yeah, I did that. I stood up for myself. And then you see them do the groveling, the falling apart, the I'm nothing without you, the da da. That's everything you've been wanting to hear. That's everything you've been wanting to hear. And for them to know that that's all they have to do to get you back the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, bro, leave me alone. Go away. Be done with me. Love me or leave me alone. I'm tired of it. Like I've seen this script before. I've seen it. That's why Princess Love and Ray J been broken up since they got together. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it sucks because men or women, that type of toxicity, anyone is susceptible to falling victim to, right? You know that you're caught in that cycle. You know you in this washing machine of fuckery, when it comes to your relationship, and you can't get out. So when you finally build up the courage to say, no, I am leaving. I done packed my bags. I got myself a new place. I changed my number. I'm done with you. And you popping up at my job. You showing up outside my crib.
Yeah, but
you
how
go
much
away.
But how much is too? I think again for men, because it's always the perception that we have to do like the groveling, because it's always our fault. We don't know, and maybe some men do know they women. Maybe some women do like that. Maybe you understand the dynamic. But I could imagine it being difficult for like how much is too much. You know what I'm saying? I actually think perfect example again, high school. Talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
No, it's all good.
Trying to be communicative.
Yeah. Hey, right? How you doing?
Call one time.
Hi.
She was out somewhere.
Oh shit.
And she was just like, man, get off my phone, and click on me. I was just like, damn.
Oh my God. Why did she talk to you like that?
I don't know.
I bet she ugly right now.
I don't know. I don't know. But like so stuff like that, it's just like, for me, it's just like,
get off my phone. Yeah. Y'all were together?
Nah, we were talking kind of.
Okay.
And I don't know. I never got any indication that I was over.
That you were pressing her. Yeah.
But I knew I wasn't stupid either. I knew she had like options. So I put my hat in the ring.
Yeah.
And she was like,
you had to
okay.
You shot your shot.
Like, all right, bet. And so
she let you get on the court.
We're going. Yeah, she let me get on the court. So I was like, okay, well, let's
warm ups.
Then all of a sudden she was out. Yeah. And I don't know, bro. She kicked me off the team. I was like, damn, bro. I was in the car when that happened too. I was like, I was just like, damn.
Nah, that
hurt my feelings.
That'll get you a smooth fuck you too, bitch. I mean, that's what an insecure person would do for sure. Yeah. For sure. It's insecure, young, feelings hurt, dejected, da 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 da. Yeah, that's like that.
I don't know how, but from that perspective, like, so you could, to your point, you could take it two ways. It's like pull up.
Period.
Right? I'm gonna pull up on, like, some guys is like, I'm gonna pull up on you.
And they be like, yeah, all right, nigga, whatever.
And then it might work.
Oh, she'll leave. It depends.
it might work, right?
Yes.
I'm the opposite. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I think, masculinity may come into this too, but to me, I think not it's thank you. Cause now
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want it's fine. I can see you and walk right past you. And then that's exactly what
And then
happened.
that's how they crash out.
They cut-
It's all a power dynamic.
Yeah, and
That's all it
that
is.
same situation where was kind of like I don't know if I told this on the podcast where there
Mm.
was like it was almost a fight.
Yeah, Shorty was like, "You
Yeah.
talking to her?" And you were like, "No." She was like, "You want to fight?" And Shorty's like,
Nah,
"Excuse
she just
me."
took her. She was gonna
She was
sneak
taking
her.
her.
She was gonna sneak her. She had her back turned, and
I said, "Not
I
taking the
was
earrings
I was like,
off."
but 2 weeks ago,
You
get off
didn't.
my line.
It was her.
Mhm.
It was get off my line who was ready to
See?
fight in the hallway for you because you started exploring your options after she told you to get off her phone.
But I think it was some time ago. But it's
Hmm.
whenever we encountered each other again after that happened when she hung up on me.
You was impressed. You didn't
I,
start hitting her
because,
again. Da da
because
da.
again, because like I said, it goes two ways. It's like if you do that, that's one of those things where you got to be careful how far you take it.
That's
That's all I'm.
100%. Because
It's
you're
a
the type of
very
person you take
interesting
people at their word. If you
that
say fuck you, I'm gonna be all right. We'll stay on that
I
team.
promise you I'm gonna leave you alone.
You won't hear from me again.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Thank you for your time.
That's the type of
Goodbye.
person I am
And now
in
she not
all
even
of my
cute to you like that
relationships.
no more. Was she still cute to you?
No, she was, but it shocked me.
Yeah.
So
And so you
I
were like, never
couldn't.
mind. All right.
Never mind, bro. Like,
My bad.
and that's not
You
a
believed
me.
her.
I'm not gonna run away from you. I'm just
I'ma
gonna not
just
talk to you. It's like, hey, how you doing? Karen? I'm like, what's good?
beeline. Oh, she wanted you bad after that.
I was like,
She couldn't believe it. She
I
said that nigga
because
really got off my line.
what am I supposed to do? That's the thing. But some people's like, no, bro, you supposed to go get her. Da-da-da-da. I'm like,
No,
I've
she's
never
told me to
understood that
leave
part.
me
I've
alone.
never been good at that. I'm like, if
Yeah.
you tell me to leave you alone, I promise you I'm gonna
You
leave
will
you
never
alone.
hear from me
It's like
again.
it's cool, it's fine. You've
Facts.
actually made it a lot easier for
You've
me.
made it
All
so
of that
much
stuff that I talked
easier.
about earlier about the
The
stomach
bubble
and all that stuff,
guts and the da 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 da.
to me,
Then I'ma just go talk to Stacy then.
the best thing, it's not even that. It's more
Mm,
about me. I'm like, oh,
mm.
I'm good now.
Okay.
I feel like my mind works like that for everybody. Like once
Okay.
you maybe except for like you and my mom. I mean, even with you. Like if you were like, babe, like leave me alone. Or not even
No,
babe,
you
like
better
Carrick.
not. We are married.
I mean,
Run after me.
but
Run after me.
it's an interesting
We
situation.
said till death
Maybe
do us part.
maybe
I
that
ain't
could be
dead.
a topic for later because
I think that's a good one.
I genuinely don't know how to it has always been difficult for me to figure out the line there because to
Yeah.
me the line is once you tell me to leave you alone, I am going to leave you alone.
Yeah, that's not an
I've
indication for
always
you
had
to like work harder.
no,
You're
it's
not gonna
not.
Aaliyah that thing. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You're not going for that.
There's no for what you said leave you alone. Why would I bother somebody that wants to be left alone? I don't understand. I never understood that.
Because I don't want to leave you alone.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what women want to hear. I don't want to leave you alone.
I don't know.
I don't
So
want to be free. Come on, that's what they want to hear. I'm miserable without you.
I feel like that's a cure to like for me for a breakup. It's like if I know that you really not fucking with me no more,
Like if it's really done, like there's no chance.
cool.
But
bro.
that has to come after you've made all of the attempts.
But if the attempts, if you hit me with the leave me alone after the first attempt, I'm gonna be
Nah,
like,
not after the first attempt. My example was because the breakup
it
that
was
I had witnessed,
mhm.
this has been a series of repeated behavior. You fuck up, the person gets the courage to break up with you. You come out and pull it all the stops, right? The big teddy bears, the balloons everywhere, the rose petals, the public, your displays of affection, the
Okay.
proclamations, da 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 da. Wow, right? You really want me back? I'm her.
So sweet.
So sweet. You do some more fuckery, right? I forgive you. We don't even got to go through the whole thing because I remember the last one, right? You do some more bullshit. I say, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm leaving. You come back with a Bugatti. You come
That's
back with a
insane.
car.
That's
That's why Cardi and Offset crashing out right now over the internets, bro.
Jesus.
It's because of all that. It comes to a point where it's like there's no amount of money,
Ugh.
there's no amount of like
Crash out is crazy.
taunting me and like goading me or baiting me that will work no more. The day that Cardi literally never responds to another like tweet or text message from that nigga again, that's when she's for real over him. I don't think she's over him. I know she says that she is, but nobody who puts that much
I think
effort.
she's trying to be.
I think she's trying to be in her own Bronxy way. You know what I'm saying?
She's
Because
trying
she's
her
still
best.
just a regular, degler, schmegler ass, ghetto ass Bronx bitch. Like, that's just who she is. She's going to crash out. She's going to pop her shit. She's going to talk crazy. She's going to cuss at you. She's going to go off, da 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 da. But one day, if it gets to the point where she's just like, bro, for real, fuck you. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm getting custody of my kids. I'm going somewhere the fuck else where you can't find us. I don't care. Say what you want to say. I'm going to cancel these accounts. Like, once she really like liberates herself from his reach, that's how you know a woman is done. You can't get to me no more. You'd have to break laws to come and get me. For real. Because after I put out a restraining order on you, after I'm done putting out all my subs and release this, record-breaking sophomore album that we're fucking waiting on forever, once you put it all out on some wax, it's going to be done. Yeah, it's going to be done.
But, okay, and maybe we'll end on this one. So, going back to Ray J and Princess, and you talked about marriage.
Lord.
They filing for divorce. Remember when they did I don't know if
they filed for divorce a million times. Princess Loves have probably has probably filed for divorce, no joke, at least 3 times.
But even with that, it's like a gesture of that magnitude. I'm gonna leave you alone, bro. I don't know.
Sometimes, like I said, men and women are both capable of that level of petty. There are some women who threaten to leave their nigga every day, just to see him jump, just to see him like react to it, right? And then she'll say she leaves, and then all of a sudden she moves out. And then, dang, you really figure it. Then she puts in a petition for divorce, and you're like, "Hey, yo!"
Yeah, but if you move out, I'm like, damn, okay, you done. I'm not gonna. I'm not saying I'm not. I don't want it to make it seem like I'm not a chaser. I just feel like there are just certain things What I am actually scared of is one, not being abusive. Like, I don't like abusive with my reach. I never want to be the guy who is
like, no, I said no for real, and you're not listening to my no.
I cannot be that guy.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no way. I was raised that way.
Yeah,
you hear a nigga start talking about how he was raised. I can't do it. I can't be the guy, because you see it. I've seen it depicted too much.
Yeah.
And I just never want to be put in that box.
Yeah.
I never want to be put in the box of like, oh, he's him and his, they be going, he be really trying to get at her and stuff like that. I don't ever want to be seen as aggressive towards women in that way. Yeah. Ever. In any relationship.
Right. In any relationship.
I try to keep a certain distance, because I'd never want to be put in that type of box, especially like nowadays. It's like, it's so easy to do that. And so I try to be careful with that type of stuff. I don't want to be looked at as the creep in the, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about Founders Day. We was just at a play at Founders Day, the thing. I'm chilling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There was a situation, for example, we're talking about creeps, like, just real quick, like, okay. Somebody's dancing, right? We're on a platform. She's standing next to me. Gorgeous. Yeah. Right? Love her to death. Like, do whatever for her. She's amazing. Love her. Because she helps us a lot. Yeah. She's pretty. Very pretty. Like,
is she single?
Yes.
Okay.
But she's, she got it on. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
It's Founders Day. We outside.
Meg comes on. She's going for it, right? I think somebody may have like
approached,
tried to like tap her butt or her thigh or something like that, and she looked around and she saw me standing next to her, and then she's looking at her other sorors, line sisters actually, and her line sisters is looking at her, and her line sisters looked back at her, and she was like, because she looked at me and she was like, meaning to say it wasn't him. Yeah, it wasn't. And then she turned to me and she was like, Carrie, I was like, what? And she just started laughing. She was like, I know that wasn't you. And I'm like, yeah. It wasn't me.
Because everybody knows I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
That's all I'm trying to say,
it isn't me.
I
The confirmation of the looking at your girls and then looking back at him, and he's like, huh? And it's like, yeah, it's not.
It wasn't me.
You don't even know what happened.
I didn't see it.
I was looking the other way.
Because for me to see that would mean me looking at her.
Right.
I'm not going. I already, and I'm not crazy. like I said,
I'm
she's
not
gorgeous.
blind.
I'm not blind,
Right.
but I'm not gonna look. I'm standing. I know where I am. I'm standing right next to her on a platform. Everyone can see. I'm not gonna be like this. For what? I don't want to be that guy either. Because
Them niggas is weird.
That's creepy behavior.
It's creepy. You ain't never seen an ass shaking before, bro.
Aggressive, trying
Glance,
to
gander. Look at your phone incrementally.
something.
Blink.
I think I might have started talking to Dez or somebody, but like, because it's just
Hey, bro, you seen these stocks lately?
But yeah, so that type
Yeah.
of stuff, like just trying to be like in a situation where someone is trying to tell you, like a woman is trying to tell you to leave you alone.
That's right.
In this day and age, to
You better
me,
listen.
I'm just gonna leave you alone.
Yeah, I think, but that, like, when you're in relationships, though, you know what that threshold is. You know we're not talking about a stranger. You know, well, you should, right? You know your partner. You know, if they really want. And honestly, when it comes to you and I, you better crash out. I want you like Nick off of the Ultimatum. You better be on this
Nick?
couch suffering.
Oh.
God, why him? Oh God, why? Showing up to apartments and things like that. Now, if a man answered the door and he's all swolled up and stuff like that, and he slammed the door in your face, it's.
I'm not doing that either.
That's crazy.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna show up at your. I'm sorry. I ain't built like that, bro. I'm not saying I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try to have a conversation with you, but the minute you pull my hand away, it's gonna take a second for me to be like, it's how do you tell that someone doesn't really mean leave you alone when they say leave you alone? They said leave you alone. Period. That's what you said. You said leave you alone. That's what I was saying in the beginning. This is a very weird thing to
I just know that if
gauge.
you want your person back, it's up to you to figure it out, to take it as far as you can until that person is just like, stop.
Fair enough.
Stop. Doesn't matter. You can talk until you blue in the face. Are you done? Cool. You know, when a woman stop talking back, when she stop arguing back with you, you need two people to fight. When one person is just like, you can box with yourself. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else. I saw a meme one time where it was basically two pictures side by side. It was like an apartment balcony where like Shorty had thrown the dude stuff all over the place. And the caption at the bottom said, "This one you can probably get back." And then there was another one, like similar apartment, boxed up, organized, neat, note, lease done. Like lease agreement gone. They were like, she's gone forever. It's not a bunch of yelling. It ain't a bunch of screaming. It ain't a bunch of talk. When the shorty is done,
yeah.
And I'm not gonna quote R. Kelly, but y'all know y'all know. You say it in the comment below. Y'all know.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know the term. Let's see how many of y'all really know. Say in the comments that what R. Kelly song am I describing? Okay. I'm not going. I'm not giving y'all no clues. I'm not giving y'all no clues.
So tough,
all I want is the lyrics. All I want is the lyrics. Okay.
Crazy man.
He is insane. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Lord have mercy. But all right, that it? You
Good
charge it there?
I think we can charge it there.
I think so.
Hungry.
Okay.
Be honest.
All right.
Starving.
Go get a snack. We get lunch.
Something.
All right, y'all. If y'all have made it to the end of this episode, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. Okay. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe. Come back and see us. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Okay. You can find us on all of the things. One Thing for Certain pod. I would say TikTok, but we don't know how long it's going to be there. So make sure you go. Okay. Rack it up. Okay, before we get up out of there. But without further ado, that's it. We will see y'all in the next episode. And no matter where you go after this, make sure you go with God.
Go with God.
It's the One Thing for Certain podcast, people. Peace.
Deuces.